So this is what the phone looks like handheld. Fairly dark. I haven't clicked auto exposure on the screen. This is just what it wants to do by itself. Tap on the screen, not much changes. Tap the ground, a little bit changes. So it just depends on what you choose for it to focus on. Yeah, looks pretty clear, and I believe this is 1080p. I'm not for sure what frame rate, might be 30. This is what it looks like 4K, fairly dark, 24 frames per second. Looks pretty cool. That lovely Apple lens flare is bussin'. Unfortunately. This is 4K at 24 frames per second again. Got a car coming by. Only thing about this lens, this is the wide angle. So as you can see, the wide angle is not a low light beast. That's tough. I gotta stop walking for this. This is 4K 24 frames per second with the zoom lens. As you can see, it's fairly okay with low light, but it's not the greatest. This is 24 frames per second again at 4K. It looks okay, I guess. Could be better. A little bit of walking around. Since I'm zoomed in, any little bit of movement is gonna make the camera shake. Now we are back on the best low light lens that the 13 Pro Max has. Looking pretty nice. 4K at 24 frames per second again. So, yeah, this bad boy's pretty clean. I'm not gonna cap to you. Pretty beautiful. Still at 4K, 24 frames per second. Got a little bit more light over here. See that lens flare though, it's tough. It's not super windy, but the wind is blowing, so I'm wondering how that's sounding too. And how I'm holding this is probably not the best way to hold a phone while you're doing a video. I'm only holding it with 2 fingers on the back, my pinky on the bottom, and my pointer at the top. It's kind of resting on my palm a little bit as far as where the speakers are, so hopefully it's not making any weird noise. But I think I have stereo audio off, so that shouldn't really make much of a difference. But we shall see. Getting a little bit weird when I'm trying to walk around, take steps backwards and stuff. That's why it looks a little more shaky at times. But for majority of the situation, the stabilization is cool. It's not that bad. Now I'm going to tap the focus on the middle of the screen, and I'm going to up the exposure as far as it'll let me turn it up. The little sun on the screen, this is the max. So that's the max I can turn the ISO up in the stock iPhone app. Then if I click it back, it doesn't get all the way darker. It just gets slightly more dim, so that's cool. Now I'm holding this bad boy with 2 hands. Much more stable.